Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Maryville Online Bachelor's in General Studies with a concentration in healthcare session. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to participate with us today. We're excited to have you here. Before we begin, there are a few logistics to cover. You are in listen-only mode to avoid any background noise. Please feel free to ask questions as we go. You can do so by typing into the question and answer box at any time throughout this session. If we don't get to your questions today, rest assured an enrollment advisor will follow up with you. Also, you can watch this presentation on demand at any time using the same link you used to register. We will also follow up with an email after the presentation. Finally, feel free to use the list of resources located at the right of your screen to save any links that you'd like to use after the webinar. Let's take a look at what we will cover in today's session. On today's session, we will introduce the presenters and talk a little bit more about Maryville University and who we are. Next, we will provide an overview of the online bachelor's degree in general studies with a concentration in healthcare. We will review our online learning experience, navigate through the admission process, and then conclude with a live question and answer session. Let's meet our presenters. My name is Shanita Epps, and I am an enrollment advisor here with Maryville University. I love working with new students and helping them navigate their enrollment process. The best part is hearing about their success and career goals and helping them achieve that. We are also joined by Karen Schechter as our guest of honor. Karen is the Director and Assistant Professor of Healthcare Management and Health Administration Programs here at Maryville. She will be answering your program questions during our Q&A, so please don't forget to add any specific program comments or questions in the question and answer box. Before diving into the program details, we would like to share some information about the history of Maryville with you. Maryville University was founded in 1872 in St. Louis, Missouri, and is one of the oldest private nonprofit universities in the United States. We started out as one of the first universities in the region to educate women, and today we continue to push the boundaries and prepare students like all of you for a digital world. The university is regionally accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, which is recognized by the U.S. Department of Education. We are also a nationally ranked private college recognized for innovative education focused on student learning, student outcome, and student success, both online and on campus. We have been recognized by prestigious publications such as Kiplinger's Best College Values, Forbes, America's Top Colleges, and more. We are named an Apple Distinguished School, which highlights the university's success in creating an innovative learning experience designed to engage students and support their academic achievement. So let's go over the General Studies program in detail. Okay, let's go through some of the details of the online General Studies program. Remember to add your questions to the Q&A box as we go, and we will address these at the end of today's session. You may have asked yourself, what can I do with the degree in General Studies with a concentration in healthcare? Students who graduate with a Bachelor's of Arts in General Studies with a healthcare concentration can find themselves working in a variety of different settings, such as clinics, health departments, healthcare associations, and community agencies. The coursework provides a foundation to help students gain a meaningful position in a healthcare organization. The healthcare industry is growing, particularly with the aging population, which means that there's many non-clinical roles that will have opportunities to get sound careers and jobs within this market. This program was designed to address the needs of compassionate individuals who are seeking a career in healthcare that may or may not be clinical in nature. Students in this program are looking at more non-traditional support within the industry or are selecting courses in areas of exploration to help them define their careers. The curriculum focuses on building a foundation in healthcare that includes healthcare core courses as well as things such as healthcare industry, cultural diversity, ethics, public health, informatics, which will allow you to take on or have a better understanding of healthcare facilities. Finally, it provides you with the opportunity to take one or two paths, gerontology or mental health, depending upon your interests. I want to go over some of the curriculum highlights with you. There are a total of 128 credits available for the completion of this degree, but please remember that this amount may change if you have credits to transfer. The curriculum consists of healthcare science courses that I mentioned before, anatomy, physiology, nutrition, to give you some examples, the healthcare concentration courses, as well as electives. This degree aims to prepare students interested in pursuing healthcare-related careers that are non-clinically focused, as well as students interested in pursuing graduate-level degrees. Maryville's curriculum focuses on building a substantial foundation in healthcare in which students complete courses across the breadth of healthcare. Further, students can choose a professional exploration topic depending on their interests. These courses within the gerontology and mental health explorations can build a skill set and expertise that increases a student's access to opportunities in the field of healthcare. There are many courses to choose from, such as counseling, introduction to gerontology, exercise and physiology for the elder, positive psychology in the mental health area, as well as other courses. Now, let's discuss the online learning experience here at Maryville. We understand enrolling to earn a college degree is a big transition, and we want you to feel empowered through it all. That's why we provide the support you need to be successful. Our faculty members are a large part of what makes us great. They embody Maryville's philosophy of measuring our success by yours and are invested in helping you excel, not just in the classroom, but in your career and beyond. As enrollment advisors, our sole purpose is to partner with you to help you determine if Maryville University is a good fit and also help you navigate the enrollment process. We serve as your main point of contact throughout the enrollment process up until your start of class. Also, as an online student, you will be assigned a student support advisor to guide and assist you via convenient means like text, email, or phone from enrollment through graduation. These advisors are here to assist you with questions, encourage you as you face challenges, also connect you with the appropriate resources when needed. And when you earn your online degree here at Maryville, you get the same high-quality education as our on-campus students. We've been doing this for close to a decade now and don't compromise when it comes to academic excellence. Everything we do is designed to be student-centric, so you can be sure you have all the resources and support services you need to succeed in the classroom and beyond. Thinking about some of the advantages of online learning, here's an example of how two Maryville students took their online learning to the next level. Bailey and Logan, both students in the Maryville's online Bachelor's in Business Administration program, decided to hit the trails while they hit the books. The brothers embarked on a socially distanced road trip through 13 national parks across 15 states on a journey of roughly 9,000 miles. Maryville's online learning format allowed Logan and Bailey to stretch their schedule and coordinate their coursework with their travel plans. Most importantly, they were able to stay on track with their goals and graduation. They ended up being featured in an article for Forbes, and you can learn more about their story following the link, Tales of the Brave, in our resource box. Now, let's go over the admission requirements, some tips for application, and tuition and financial aid information. Admission requirements can vary depending on your educational background. All applicants are required to complete an online application for admission and provide previous educational transcripts. We understand that each student comes from a different educational background, and we are here for you. For further questions, it's always best to set up an appointment with your personal enrollment advisor. They will guide you through the next steps of the process. Please refer to the link in the resources box to learn more or to schedule an appointment. Applications are accepted for spring, summer, and fall start dates. Applying is a very easy two-step process. Your enrollment advisor is here to help guide you throughout the way. Simply complete the free Maryville online application with the link provided in the resources box. After filling out the application, your official transcripts will need to be requested from all institutions previously attended. Just a note, there are no SAT or ACT scores or entrance exams required. Next, I would like to cover tuition and financing options. Tuition is $500 per credit hour. There is also a $375 fee per semester, which covers your access to all services and resources provided by the university. Financial aid and other financing options may be available for those who apply and qualify. Again, please discuss this with your enrollment advisor. Additional financing options could potentially be employer tuition reimbursement, military benefits, monthly payment arrangements, federal or private student loans, and federal Pell Grant. Also, remember to complete your FAFSA. Our school code is 002482. That brings us to the end of our presentation. We would like to open the floor to answer your questions. Thank you again for taking time out of your day to participate. We're excited to have you here. Again, feel free to add any questions that you may have into the question and answer box, and we will be happy to answer those questions for you. If for some reason we don't get to your questions today, feel free to know that an enrollment advisor will follow up with you accordingly to answer all of your questions. Someone just asked, how many credits can be transferred into the program? Great question. A maximum of 68 credits from a two-year college can be considered and evaluated for transfer credit, and a maximum of 98 credits from a four-year institution can be considered. Now, Maryville does have a residency requirement where you must take at least 30 credits here. So feel free to start the application process, get your transcript submitted so we can get an official evaluation. Great question. Karen, I think this question would be for you.
Yes.
Someone just asked, what advice do you have for a student who's unsure if they are better fit for a general studies program?
If they're unsure that they're fit for better.
If they're unsure if a general studies program will be a great fit for them.
Oh, okay. My recommendation is I think that's the best place to start. If you don't really know where you want to go, and I'm assuming this person is interested in the healthcare industry, I think having a general studies background would provide exposure not only to our gen ed courses and other science and interesting courses, but also give them a good taste of what it's like to work in healthcare. And if they decide they want to do something more than go beyond gen studies, so many of the courses in that curriculum will lend itself to taking them into a different, more direct direction.
Absolutely. Thank you. We have another question here. What is early access? I can answer that for you. Early access is an opportunity for undergraduate students to take graduate level courses while they're pursuing their undergraduate degree here. It allows for you to take up to 12 credit hours while you're doing your undergraduate degree. And the benefit of that is you're able to take graduate level courses at the cost of undergraduate courses. Also, you'll be able to knock out almost 1/3 of your graduate level program. Of course, for more in-depth information, schedule an appointment with your enrollment advisor and they can go over that information in more detail for you. Someone just asked, do students in this program typically have a healthcare background?
I can answer that one. And the answer really is no. That's, again, the beauty of this program. It brings students from all different areas of interest into focusing on the healthcare industry, but not necessarily coming from the healthcare industry. And I think they just add some depth and breadth to the program itself when you have people coming from all different areas coming together to focus on one particular area of interest, which is the healthcare.
Thank you, Professor Sector. Was there anything else that you may have wanted to add to that question?
No, possibly just that what this program really offers students, again, is it's a chance to explore, and I think that's really the beauty of it. Again, we have a core curriculum along with our general education requirements, but then you have that opportunity if you're interested in gerontology and senior living, or if you're interested in mental health, you have that opportunity to explore and really get some good, sound, basic information and content in either or both of those areas that can maybe help you decide where you want to direct your career when you graduate.
Absolutely. Thank you. We regularly get questions about what type of support does Maryville offer for students that have been out of school for a little bit of time and they're thinking about going back to school. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that 90% of our faculty hold PhDs or the highest degree in their field. We have tons of different supports such as Smart Thinking, which is a school-provided resource which allows students to have peer tutoring services. We have our career writing studios. Remember, our program is student-focused. We're focused on student success, student learning, and student outcome. Okay. Someone just asked, can I use federal aid to pay for books? The answer is yes. You can utilize your financial aid if you have funds remaining after tuition costs to purchase or obtain a book voucher. Your book voucher can allow you to get your books and be better prepared for school. Thank you. Great question. Someone just asked, how many credits can I take at one time? The great thing about our program here at Maryville, it offers you that flexibility. You have a part-time, half-time, or full-time option. Part-time, you'll do 6 credits a semester. Half-time, 9 credits a semester. And full-time is 12 credits a semester. Now, we do prefer for incoming students to start with half-time, where you're taking no more than 9 credits a semester. That's normally 1 class for your first 8 weeks and 2 courses your second 8 weeks. We have a question here. When is the next start date? Great question. For students who are interested in our program, the Bachelors of General Studies normally have 6 starts a year. We're currently accepting students for our Summer A start, which begins May the 3rd. The application deadline for that is April 26th, but we also have additional starts after that, which is our summer 2, our fall 1, and our fall 2. So feel free to schedule an appointment with the enrollment advisor, and they can definitely assist you in starting the application process. Someone just asked, what is the workload like in a typical course? Great question. Would you like to answer that, Karen, or would you like for me to take care of that one?
I can go ahead and answer that one. Our
Thank
courses
you.
are, again, it's an 8-week program, so the courses are usually set up one module per week. And during that week, there are several activities that students are involved in. They're typically required to participate in asynchronous discussion questions. There may be a short paper, a special project. A lot of courses will have a long-term project that goes over several weeks, but pretty much every week it's a couple discussion questions, 1 or 2 short assignments, and then, of course, reading and following along with the textbook and any outside readings that the instructors may give them.
Absolutely. Now, as an enrollment advisor, most of my students have told me that they dedicate between 15 to 20 hours a week toward their studies. So be sure to really set aside a time that you can get your work completed so you can be successful in the program. Okay. Someone just asked, what happens if my GPA is below the minimum requirement? Great question. Now, if for some reason your GPA falls below a 2.0 for transfer students or a 2.5 for first-time freshmen, you can still apply to the program. You will be considered for provisional admission, and they will still evaluate your eligible transfer credit. Remember, the acceptance of transfer credit is entirely at the discretion of the registrar's office at the receiving institution. Any more questions out there? Okay. Well, it looks like that will conclude our question and answer session for our Bachelor's of General Studies webinar presentation. Again, thank you for everyone who has taken time out of their busy schedule to participate with us today.